Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Diaries, episode 31. I've picked like the worst time to film because the sun from my apartment is coming like shining in my face, but we are going to roll with it. So this past week, we had the Black Friday promo, which I talked about on the last episode. So we did this promo from Black Friday to Cyber Monday. These are the results on the screen. I've made it super big just because there was like customer email data underneath here, and obviously just don't want to show that. So, we did just over 5K in sales, which it is what it is. You know, it's better. It was better than I thought, honestly. I thought we would do less than that. I think I even mentioned on the last episode, if we do more than 5K, I'd be happy. Turns out you're never fully happy. Because I know, obviously, in the grand scheme of things, it's tiny numbers. And, this isn't our main product, so it's a nice little add-on, a little tiny injection of cash. Obviously covers all the expenses of the business, probably for a couple of months, honestly, because we don't have that many expenses. We only really have, a couple of softwares. So over and all, I think the actual promo went pretty well, but obviously still looking forward to try and get bigger numbers. What didn't go very well was using ClickFunnels 2.0. So I think I mentioned on the last episode as well, we were kind of testing it out. We're not going to continue using it. I'm going to go back to using ClickFunnels Classic and just upgrade to the bigger account. There was a few different issues. The checkout page wouldn't load very quickly. So when you first went on the checkout page, there was no option to enter your card details. You either had to refresh it or you had to wait like a minute. And then finally, the box would open up so you could enter your card details. So I'm sure that affected conversions a little bit. So that wasn't very good. Then we created the course inside of 2.0. It looked kind of good to begin with, but then when people bought, no one got the login details. And then when we tried to send someone the direct link to create their account, it wouldn't work. Basically, our customer support email got blown up over the weekend with people saying that they couldn't get access to the course, which was a little bit of a nightmare. So that happened. So one of the reasons why we tried 2.0, because I thought the course area was better, but it's nowhere near as like good or efficient as Kajabi is. So that wasn't good. And then also I use our ClickFunnels account for this coaching business, and then also my agency and my own like personal brand stuff. And obviously I have like two completely separate companies. With 2.0, if you want to create courses inside of it, you can only have one workspace with the regular account, and then you have to pay more to get different workspaces. So for example, if we were to put our workspace under client generators, then people from this coaching company with my business partner, if someone bought a course from us, they would get logins. It would be like, hey, log into the client generators customer center. And obviously that's confusing because our customers don't have a clue who client generators is. And then vice versa. If someone was buying my media buying course, they would log in and they would see the workspace of the company with me and my business partner. And that would be weird as well. Obviously we could upgrade to the more expensive account, but then I'm like, well, I think I'd rather just pay for ClickFunnels Classic, honestly, because separate members is just easier, honestly. And then even the analytics on 2.0 isn't that good. I found it difficult to use, or there was just like a serious lack of data. Maybe I'm not using it correctly, but Classic just seems so much better because you can break it down to like checkout page and sales page conversions and stuff like that. I know ClickFunnels data isn't 100% accurate, but I just found the analytics much easier to use as well. I get what ClickFunnels are doing. They're, trying to appeal more to e-commerce businesses. And I feel like this platform was made more for e-commerce. I don't know how good it is for e-commerce because I've never really done Shopify and stuff, but because they're calling it, like orders and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't for me. So we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be reversing back to ClickFunnels Classic. So I'm just going to close this account. And then, even the payment gateway stuff was weird as well. It's like, half of this money is taken in Stripe, and then the other half of the money is taken through payments AI, and it's just confusing. Maybe it's just the cost of change is too much right now, but I don't see any benefit, honestly, from using 2.0, so I'm just going to use Classic. So that's that. Moving forward then, we've done the Black Friday promo. Obviously, that finished on Monday. Important point that I think is important, obviously, is a lot of people do these sales, and then if someone emails afterwards, they're like, hey, sorry, I didn't buy on the deadline. Can I get in? And most people say, yeah, sure. They'll send them the link to buy, even though the deadline's passed. And I've even been guilty of that in the past. But this time I was more stern with it, because I feel like in business, your word is all you have. And if you say there's a deadline, but then you don't stick to it, then what message is that sending out to your customers? So even though we had, not a crazy amount, we probably had like 2, 3, I don't know, less than 5 people, but we had people email in being like, oh, sorry, missed the deadline, missed the sale. I was meant to purchase, but I didn't. Can I still get it? And we just responded. We sent an email, but we said no effectively. Because I think that's important. Sticking to your word with the deadlines and stuff. And I don't want to let people in otherwise. There was a few people that tried to check out during the weekend, but they had some issues with the bank, just like a security issue where it wouldn't let the payment go through. So we did let one person come in because they had tried to purchase multiple times throughout the weekend when the offer was live. So that was the exception. But other than that, we stuck to the deadline, which I think is good. Moving forward, we're going to have a quieter month probably in December, I imagine, because in November, we had the 3-day challenge and the Black Friday sale. So we've probably done decent for this business anyway. We've done decent numbers, even though it's far away where we want to be. We want to be much larger. But we'll probably have a quieter December because we've got no big launch or anything like that, or we're not going to be selling any like extra low ticket products to bring in extra cash. We're just going to be creating content and pushing as many people to the main coaching program from social media. I'm going to create a new VSL for the main coaching program. So hopefully we'll get that created and edited properly in December and we can properly launch that. Other than that, busy actually, because we've had the ads launch. So I just gave up trying to get the ad account back. Although I have had a couple of calls from Facebook, which is pretty nuts. So, but I've missed them because my phone was on like do not disturb annoyingly. So over the past few days, I've had like 3 or 4 calls from Meta. So I'm hoping that they're going to ring me back, and that should be about the ad account that got disabled. But regardless of that, we've got a new ad account up and running, set our first bunch of ads live the other day. So we're going to see how that does. We've been running YouTube ads for the past month as well. We haven't had much success. We've had one, not much success at all. We've had like 1 sale come through. So probably going to turn them off now. We've got Facebook back. I don't know what it is about YouTube. I mean, especially for like low ticket stuff, I just found it really, really challenging. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe we could do better creatives. I feel like our videos are pretty good, but we'll probably end up turning that off and just putting all of our budget to Facebook because we know that it can work from Facebook. So yeah, that's update on the business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.